The family of a Henderson County man accused of murdering a woman he assaulted 20 years ago says it is unreasonable to charge him now.
We first broke the story last night on WLOS.com. Kenneth Guthrie faces first-degree murder charges in the death of Jackie Maybin. News 13's Cheryl Barber talked with his wife.
Cheryl, she calls these charges, quote, ridiculous?
And she says that's because her husband, first of all, didn't kill Maybin. Maybin's friends strongly disagree.
Doesn't deserve it. I mean, anybody that you ask, and I've talked to a lot of people, and they're saying this is crazy.
Ann Guthrie says deputies shouldn't be allowed to charge her husband, Kenneth Guthrie, with murder since he served 4 years in prison for assaulting Jackie Maybin. Guthrie watched as the judge set his bond in this appearance on the murder charges.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, how can they charge him with murder? He did not murder her.
Deputies arrested the 50-year-old after a grand jury indicted him, and the chief medical examiner's office found the cause of death was related to the assault. The beating she received December 23, 1990, left her paralyzed. She died last December and was buried 22 years to the day she was assaulted.
I wasn't there at the wreck. I can't say what happened. But I've been married to him for 19 years. He's never laid a hand on me. Well, I want to take my husband home. That's where he belongs. He doesn't deserve to be here. This is crazy.
I was at work, and her sister came and said, Jackie's almost dead. Said Kenny beat her and broke her neck and paralyzed her.
Harry Ledbetter says he spent the last 22 years watching his friends slowly waste away. He cared for her in his home for 8 months between hospital and nursing home stays.
Well, I could take her food and just try to help the family out because it was a full-time job. She couldn't do anything for herself.
He's left with the images he took of her before and after the injury. Clippings about the trial and conviction of Kenneth Guthrie. He says Guthrie deserves another trial, a trial for murder.
I think he should be back in prison because he ruined her life, ended her life early.
Now, District Attorney Greg Newman says his office will research whether Guthrie was convicted before a law was passed lifting limitations on murder charges. He says prosecutors may be required to drop charges if that's the case. Until a decision is made, the prosecution goes forward. Kenneth Guthrie's bond was set at $250,000 bond. His next court appearance is August 26th. Reporting live in Hendersonville, I'm Cheryl Barber, News 13.